EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Switch gears.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Bauman, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So this game of art, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On third down, Bauman. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To throw on second down, Bauman. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him, because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him, because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, Beatty. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bauman out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They run the counter. Beatty, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bauman. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on 1st down. Tate, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 22, Mike 22. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Mike, go.
He'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Mike 42. Mike 42. All day, baby. All day, baby.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
On first down, it's Tate. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Too little, Cupcake.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Mike 42. I got one. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mike. Hey, check.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Beatty. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 54.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ballman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's go, baby.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on third down, Bauman looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Right there.
Operating from the gun, Bauman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Jaguars, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. 79 Broncos. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Not today, you aren't.
Back to throw here. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I got you. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 19 Lion. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 42, Mike 42.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 42.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
An 8-yard loss on play. It's now 3rd down.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check three, check three.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They run the counter. Beatty, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second down and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Back to throw. Bauman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll make it third down. Off play action. Bauman. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go. Mike's 50.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Mike 29. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Crunch. Check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19 tight. Mike 42. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Tate. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. On first down, it's Tate, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
42's the mic. Silver.
Second and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Mike 42.
Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Check 52.
49, check 49, check 49.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, come on.
Warriors 70.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
I'm on. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Tighten up. Check safety.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mike 29. All day, every day, any day.
Check Bobcat.
Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready?
54. Mike 54.
Mustang 19.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll run on first down. Beatty. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
18 Rattler. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 5. Double dog. That's the way. Rig alert. Mike 5. I got you, punk. Dragon 60. Mike 5. Get the way.
Looking to throw. Bauman. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on. Set. Hurry. Cowboy 80. 29 is the mic.
On first down, Beatty. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's go.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All day, just like that. Check it out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beatty. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 54. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, watch edge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And it's 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So this CD, it's obviously such a big game. We'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on, but I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said this is where you need your stars to shine their brightest.
And ordinarily, you would just tell them in a locker room setting, wouldn't you, in a meeting room setting? But he used the biggest stage he had, this media availability, and sounded the horn to his team. Told his stars, we don't want you to be solid in this game. We need you to be extraordinary. And sometimes that creates more pressure. But he also believes if you're going to be a star in this league, you need to perform well in games like this and guide your team.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Mike's 5-4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Now back to throw.
Watch the twist.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. Oh, that's got to frustrate them a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down now, Beatty. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down, Bauman. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mike 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Riggs.
It's going to be a long day.
On 4th down, Bauman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other.